Rob, Stephanie K. asked, did any of your previous roles help you in preparing for this character, or was this a unique adventure? And how did you incorporate the book into your preparation? That's a heavy question.
I like to think that all my parts kind of add something to the next one, I think. I don't know.
You did a Spanish accent in Little Ashes.
I was literally thinking Little Ashes probably the closest.
Yeah, and you were doing a New York accent for cosmopolis. That's something. But the book, did you read, you know?
The book, there was one bit, the book made me even more terrified. Like as I started reading it, I was realizing that I know absolutely no.
Because did you read the script first?
I read the script first, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had an idea of how to do it from the script, and then I read the book.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
I would have told you. I told Paul Giamatti not to read the book.
But there was one bit in the book, which was when he takes Via out in front of the NASDAQ board and makes her look at it and have like a religious experience with it. And I was like, oh, and that was a kind of key moment. And I was like, that's what it is. It's faith. You know, he's looking for faith in these numbers.
Jeez, total reshoot, total reshoot. Because I forgot that part of the book.
I like that a lot.
Do I ask?
I do.
Oh, you.
Jessica M. asked, what was it about Rob that made you think, yes, he is Eric Packer? It must have been very scary to have to choose the lead role for such a well-known book.
Well, he was available and he was cheap. And those are two very important things when you're a director. But, well, you know, you start with the basics. How old is the guy? Is he the right age for the character? Does he have, like, the right screen presence for the character? And then things like, you know, if he's not American, can he do a New York accent, you know, convincingly, or is that going to be a nightmare and not work? And finally, you know, does he have the charisma to hold the movie together? Because this, unlike almost any other movie you've ever seen, Rob's character is in every scene, absolutely every scene, without one exception. So that means that you've got to be interested in watching the guy. And he's not necessarily a sympathetic guy. He's not a sweetheart, you know. So, and he's a complex, difficult guy. So, all of those things, you know, are important.
Great.
And so now, Alexandra A. asked, Rob, did you feel nervous about playing a role that's practically in every scene in the movie? How perfect.
Yeah, because you have to deal with a lot of self-hatred issues.
You didn't have to, because we hated you for you, so that took the pressure off. But, yeah. Well, we talked about that, actually.
I mean, after a while, it's kind of, if you constantly have the camera in front of you, you just get more and more used to it, and that makes it easier and easier, really. Like, you know, the less scenes you have, the more you kind of have to psych yourself up about it.
Well, remember, too, you were thinking about the fact that this character plays against many other characters who come and go. Your character is the only constant through the movie, which I don't know if that made it harder or easier.
I think it's easier. It keeps you kind of. It didn't allow you to get into a pattern. I mean, it really felt like you were making a bunch of 17 different movies rather than. You didn't have to think like, oh, I have to change the energy at this level for the arc, and you know.
That's true, because you change your performance very much. Each other actor brought in a whole new world, you know. If you think of Juliette Binoche, for example, coming in, and her energy was so different from any of the other actors.
He's basically reacting and reacting and reacting up until the Paul Giamatti scene, and that's the only time he becomes kind of active, really. I mean, he's. Which is, it's strange to be the lead in something and you're not dictating the character arc, your own character arc. It's everyone else dictating.
That's right. That's interesting. That's good.